Beth from Rock Your Notebook, and I've got a quick video doing a mixed media spread using beautiful elements from Calico Collage. As always, I am showing you the prep work of spreading gesso over the page, and I'm using the old card gift card method here because for me it just applies a really nice thin even layer of the gesso and it dries really fast. So that's why I leave the part of me using the heat gun in here, because it dries so fast it doesn't even make sense for me to like edit that part out of the video. And then I'm going to use that same card that I used for the gesso, and I'm going to spread paint on my pages. I love the texture that I ended up getting on the left hand side of the book. And I got all that extra yummy texture because it's sitting on top of pages that have already been arted on. Whereas on the right hand side of the book, it's all nice and flat. But in the end, I love the texture and the paint choices that I used. So for the first color here that I've got down, it's called Turquoise Deep, and that is from Liquitex. It's one of my favorite colors. As you can see, it's a blue hue. I was telling my children the other day how you would never guess by my stuff that blue is my favorite color because apparently I've got everything ducked out in pink lately. But blue is my favorite color. Um, so that's just a side note about me. Next color up that I scraped on the page was a cobalt teal. And again, that was also from Liquitex. And both of those are heavy body paints. Heavy body acrylic paints happen to be my favorite when it comes to working with acrylic paint. And I really do prefer the top quality paints. I don't know, it's easier for me to work with. So then the last color I'm using is the rose, and that is a craft kind of paint, and that I got at scrapbook.com. I will leave a link below to all of the paints that I used down in the video description. But again, this technique applies a very thin layer of paint, so it dries super quick. Acrylic paint dries fast to begin with, and then when you put such a thin layer, they dry very quickly as well. So you can see here I'm cutting out the elements. I'm not using my favorite scissors because I couldn't find them at this moment, but I'm cutting out these beautiful elements from Calico Collage. So I have this gorgeous floral pot that I'm cutting out, and I cut out Bloom Wild Sentiment, and then I'm cutting out this thing here, which I don't even know what you would call it, but super cute, loved it. And then there was like a circle in it, and I was like, man, that circle would be perfect for me to punch a hole in. So I punched a hole in that, and then I'm cutting out this other element here um, that could be considered like a journaling card kind of thing, but I end up using it as a pocket. I fidgeted around for a little bit with that doily piece. I wasn't sure how I wanted to incorporate it, but I knew I wanted it. So what I ended up doing here is poking a hole through the doily, and then you're going to see me come in with some thick threading that I have in my stash and do it that way. And then that is going to become the pocket, and that is going to stick out of the pocket. And I ended up doing some journaling on the little doohickey thing. I don't know what I would call that piece. But I ended up flipping it over and doing some journaling on the back of that. So I've kind of got like some hidden journaling in this spread. And I love the way that little pocket just turned out. Then I'm going to come over here with the pot and the sentiment. And in hindsight, I really wish I had done what I always do when I'm doing mixed media, which is using my matte medium to adhere this. I don't know what I was thinking when I used the tape, but I did, and I should not have. Because acrylic paint is, it's kind of plasticky, you're not going to get the ability to do what I wanted to do here, which was add doodles and stuff. So you're gonna see I play around for a little while because I'm forgetting that I can't add over the acrylic paint without having some kind of tooth to it, some kind of prep to it, such as gesso or here, which is my fluid matte medium. If I had just stuck everything down with this in the first place, I wouldn't have had these issues. I truly don't know what I was thinking or not thinking at the time. So I added the fluid matte medium to the top of this, and then I'm able to add the doodles and such that I wanted to add to this. I used a Stabilo Marks Awe pencil to outline the sentiment, and then I ended up outlining the entire thing with that pencil as well after I stopped recording. Um, but that is it for this page. I mean, it came together pretty quickly, and it goes to show you that you don't have to have a lot of time. I think the total time allotment on this was like 30 minutes for me. So if you don't have a lot of time because you have kids home now or whatever, whatnot you've got going on at home, um, then yeah, I mean, look at this, 30. Oh, and I did keep this part in. I thought I took it out. I don't know why I thought I took it out. But anyways, if you don't have a lot of time, a spread like this gets you creative, gets the creative juices flowing, and it gets you out of your head for a few minutes, even if it's only 30 minutes in a day. It really, really works. And that is all I have to say about that. So if you enjoyed this video and you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I really appreciate it. Take care. Bye.